Hey, Stoic warrior, take a breath. You've been running for so long, chasing timelines, comparing progress, wondering why your life isn't moving as fast as you hoped. Every scroll, every milestone you see from others whispers, you're behind. But what if you're not? What if everything is unfolding exactly on schedule, just not on your schedule? The Stoics knew this truth long before us. They called it amor fati, the love of fate, the art of trusting life even when it feels unfair, uncertain, or slow. Because what looks like a delay might be your greatest preparation. What feels like a pause might be the moment that builds your strength. So today, let's explore 6 Stoic truths that will help you move with time, not against it. Because in the end, everything, yes, everything, unfolds exactly as it should. 1. Control your effort, not the clock. You wake up and feel behind before the day even begins. There's this quiet panic that whispers, you should be further by now. Everyone seems to be moving faster. The promotions, the relationships, the milestones. And so you push harder, scroll longer, and chase time like it's running away from you. But the Stoics would smile at this madness and remind you, you were never meant to control time, only your effort. Epictetus said it best. Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do. That's not a call to give up. It's a call to focus on what's truly within your hands. You see, when you obsess over timing, you forget your power. You measure your life in seconds instead of standards. You try to rush the harvest before the seed has even rooted. But no great thing grows by force. The oak tree doesn't rage against the seasons, it stands through them. The river doesn't panic on its way to the ocean, it simply flows. Your job is not to speed the process, it's to stay consistent in it. The modern world glorifies the quick win, but the Stoic knows that anything gained fast often fades faster. The real mastery lies in showing up again and again when no one is watching. That's where strength is forged. Not in the moment of glory, but in the hours of quiet effort no one sees. So pause for a moment and ask yourself, what would happen if I stopped fighting time and started mastering effort? Imagine if, instead of asking, how long will it take, you asked, how deeply can I commit? That's the Stoic shift. From control of outcomes to control of actions. Every time you wake up, you face a choice, to compete with the clock or to align with your craft. The first creates anxiety, the second creates peace. The first drains you, the second builds you. When you focus on effort, time becomes irrelevant, because progress becomes inevitable. Think about the greatest transformations in your life. Did any of them happen on your schedule? No. They came when you stayed the course long enough for life to respond. Growth has its own rhythm. You can't rush patience, you can't accelerate wisdom, and you can't schedule miracles. So today, stop negotiating with the clock. Work, build, and refine. Not because it's time, but because it's right. You don't need to sprint. You just need to keep moving forward with intention. Your only duty is effort. Time will take care of the rest. Say it with me. I control my actions, not the clock. 2. The delay is your discipline. There will be seasons in your life when everything feels like it's standing still. You're doing the work, you're showing up, you're trying your best, and yet nothing moves. The doors don't open, the results don't come, and the silence feels louder every day. You start to wonder if you've taken a wrong turn, or if life is simply ignoring you. But the Stoics would smile at your worry, because to them, the delay isn't a punishment. It's the training ground of the soul. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every pause, every setback, every quiet stretch where nothing seems to happen is precisely where something unseen is happening, inside you. The delay tests your faith in your own process. It asks, can you still move with grace when progress disappears? Can you hold your center when the world offers no applause? That's what separates those who rush for outcomes from those who build inner strength. The delay is not working against you, it's working on you. Think about the moments in your life that felt like endings but turned out to be beginnings. The job that didn't come through, it pushed you to grow sharper. The relationship that ended, it taught you boundaries. The silence you hated, it forced you to listen inward. You see, delay is not life saying no. It's life whispering, not yet. You're not ready, but you're becoming. A Stoic understands that growth has rhythm. The world rushes, but wisdom ripens slowly. We've been taught to equate motion with success, to fear stillness as failure. But nothing could be further from the truth. Stillness is not the absence of progress, it's the soil that nourishes it. The seed doesn't grow when you keep digging it up to check if it's working. It grows in darkness, through patience, through quiet persistence. When life delays you, don't curse the stillness. Study it. It's shaping your character in silence. It's forging your patience, hardening your will, tempering your emotions. Like a blacksmith heating steel, life keeps you in the fire until your edge is strong enough to endure what's ahead. If you pull yourself out too soon, you break. Stay. Endure. Let the fire refine you. So if right now you're waiting, doubting, or questioning why things aren't moving, remember this. The delay is the discipline. It's teaching you to detach from timing and attach to truth. It's reminding you that patience is not passive. It's power held under control. And one day, when the moment finally arrives, you'll look back and realize nothing was ever wasted. Every pause was preparation. Every silence was sculpting strength. Every delay was building a version of you capable of carrying what's coming. Take a breath and whisper to yourself, not as a mantra, but as a vow. Every delay refines me. 3. You're not late. You're in alignment. There's a quiet fear that lives inside almost everyone. The fear of being late. Late to success. Late to love. Late to the purpose. You watch others move faster, shine brighter, and you start to believe that somehow you've fallen behind. But that belief is an illusion. You can't be late for a life that's yours. The Stoics understood this deeply. They never measured progress by comparison, only by alignment, by how closely one's actions matched one's values. Epictetus once said, "No great thing is created suddenly." And he was right. Every masterpiece, every oak tree, every cathedral, every soul worth remembering was built in its own season, at its own pace. The world tells you there's a timeline. Graduate by 22, succeed by 30, have it all by 40. But life doesn't care about those milestones. Nature doesn't rush. The stars don't apologize for when they rise. The tide doesn't compete with the river. Why should you? You're not behind. You're simply becoming in rhythm with your own path. There's a sacred timing to your growth. Moments that appear as detours are often divine redirections. What looks like a delay may be alignment in disguise. You didn't miss your chance. Your path just required a slower, wiser version of you to walk it. Take a look back at your own story. Think of how many times you thought you were lost, only to end up exactly where you were supposed to be. The heartbreak that broke you open, the failure that rerouted your path, the waiting that built your strength. Every moment that felt like a setback was quietly placing you on the road meant for you. But comparison blinds you to that truth. It makes you trade peace for panic, presence for pressure. You look at someone else's highlight reel and think you're losing, forgetting that every journey has invisible miles. You don't see their waiting, their breakdowns, their nights of doubt, just like they don't see yours. Marcus Aurelius wrote, What is for you will find its way to you if you are prepared to receive it. That's what alignment is. Not waiting for luck, but preparing for timing. When your discipline meets your destiny, the door opens naturally. Not by force, not by luck, by readiness. So stop rushing your evolution. The oak doesn't envy the rose for blooming sooner. The stars don't argue with dawn. They all trust their timing, and so must you. Right now, you might not see the full picture, but that doesn't mean you're off course. It means you're still being shaped. You're in the stretch between what was and what will be. And in that stretch, you're being refined, not delayed. So when doubt whispers, "You're late," answer softly, "No, I'm aligning." Because the more you align with purpose, the less the clock matters. When your heart, mind, and action move as one, life bends in your favor. Take a deep breath. Let go of the rush. You're not missing your moment. You are the moment. You're right on time for the version of you that's ready to arrive. Say it, not as hope, but as truth. I'm not behind. I'm in alignment. 4. The universe is not against you. There are days when it feels like the world is working against you. You give your best, and still, things fall apart. The plans, the people, the dreams you thought were certain. You get rejected, betrayed, or forgotten, and a quiet voice inside begins to whisper, "Maybe I'm cursed. Maybe life just isn't on my side." But the truth is, the universe was never against you. It was always training you. The Stoics understood this long before we did. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The world is change. Life is opinion." What he meant is simple. Events are neutral. It's our perception that makes them feel like blessings or punishments. Nothing that happens to you is good or bad by itself. It's your interpretation that decides which it becomes. When you understand that, you stop seeing life as an enemy and start recognizing it as a mirror. One that reflects exactly what you need to grow. Every obstacle, every delay, every heartbreak has been a message. When something breaks, it reveals where you've been clinging too tightly. When someone leaves, it shows you where you've been giving away your worth. When plans collapse, it's life saying, "You built this on expectation, not on truth." Epictetus, who once lived as a slave, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Even when his leg was broken by his master, he looked up and said calmly, "See, I told you it would break." Not from sarcasm, from understanding. He knew that pain doesn't define you, your response does. That's the heart of Stoicism. The realization that nothing outside of your control has the power to destroy your peace unless you grant it permission. You see, the universe isn't punishing you. It's preparing you. It's refining your patience, testing your strength, teaching you to stand firm when comfort disappears. Every difficult person, every lost opportunity, every closed door, it's all part of your curriculum. The lesson may hurt, but it's shaping a quieter, stronger, wiser version of you. We live in a world that worships comfort, so when pain arrives, we call it unfair. But the Stoic knows better. The Stoic understands that discomfort is the furnace where resilience is forged. Without resistance, muscles weaken. Without challenge, the spirit stays small. Life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you need to become capable of holding what you want. So when everything seems to be going wrong, take a breath. Step back. Ask not, "Why is this happening to me?" but "What is this trying to build in me?" Because in that moment, your suffering transforms into wisdom, and you realize that the universe isn't pushing you down. It's pushing you forward, toward the person you're meant to become. Stop cursing your circumstances. Stop assuming life has turned its back on you. Nothing is against you. Not really. The storm you're facing is the same storm polishing your strength. The weight, that feels unbearable is the same pressure that builds your power. Trust that every experience, pleasant or painful, is a part of the architecture of your becoming. The Stoic doesn't beg the world to be gentle. He learns to stand unshaken in its storms. So take a deep breath and whisper it softly, not as a mantra, but as truth. The universe trains me, not tests me. 5. Patience is the highest form of power. In a world that worships speed, patience feels like weakness. We've been taught that success belongs to those who move fast, respond first, and act immediately. But the Stoics saw something different, something the modern world has forgotten. The true strength doesn't come from haste, it comes from restraint. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If it is endurable, then endure it." Stop complaining. It sounds simple, even harsh. But it's one of the most profound teachings on power ever written. Because endurance, calm, deliberate endurance, is power in its purest form. It means you're no longer ruled by impulse. You are no longer reacting to every wave that crashes against you. You have become the shore. Patience is not passive. It's not sitting around waiting for life to happen. Patience is composure in motion. It's the discipline to keep showing up with clarity, even when the results are invisible. It's the ability to hold steady while everything around you trembles. The impatient man screams, rushes, and burns out. The patient one stays still long enough to see the truth hidden beneath the chaos. When you learn to wait without anxiety, to act without desperation, to move without force, that's when life begins to bend in your favor. Because patience is not about time, it's about trust. Trust that your effort is enough. Trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it should. Trust that not every seed sprouts the moment it's planted, but the ones that do endure every season that tests them. The modern mind confuses movement with progress. We scroll endlessly, chase endlessly, react endlessly, all to avoid one thing: stillness. But the Stoic warrior knows that stillness is where mastery is born. It's where the weak mind panics and the strong one recalibrates. It's where emotion cools, where wisdom surfaces, where clarity returns. Patience gives you the ability to choose your response instead of being enslaved by reaction. It lets you see people for who they are, not who your anger paints them to be. It allows you to work toward your vision without begging for the result. It's what separates the frantic from the focused, the impulsive from the wise. Think of a sculptor. He doesn't rush his masterpiece. He carves slowly, layer by layer, day after day, because he knows that if he forces it, he ruins it. Life works the same way. It's sculpting you. Every challenge, every pause, every waiting season is the chisel refining your form. The impatient break. The patient transforms. And patience isn't only about enduring the long path, it's also about refusing to give power to small things. Every time you choose not to argue, not to retaliate, not to chase, you are practicing emotional sovereignty. You are saying, "My peace is not negotiable." That's not a weakness, that's a command. So when you're tempted to rush, to force, to demand, remember this: patience is not the absence of action, it's the mastery of timing. It's knowing when to move and when to wait with grace. Every moment you resist reacting, you grow stronger. Every silence you keep builds your composure, and every breath you take before responding shapes the kind of person who cannot be shaken. Because the truth is simple. What's meant for you doesn't need to be chased. It only needs you to stay ready, stay grounded, and stay patient enough to receive it. So inhale deeply, exhale slowly, and say it with quiet certainty. My patience is my power. 6. Trust the bigger pattern. Sometimes life doesn't make sense. You try your best to do the right thing, but what comes back feels random, even cruel. You lose people you thought were forever. Doors close right when you're finally ready to walk through them. And you look up at the sky asking, why this? Why now? The Stoics had an answer. Because it's part of the pattern. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What happens to each of us is ordained for the good of the whole." It's a reminder that you are not an isolated event. You are a thread in a much greater design. The problem is, from where we stand, we only see a few stitches. We see confusion, heartbreak, and uncertainty. But if we could step back far enough, we'd see that every twist, every delay, every loss is part of a larger symmetry, one that's been unfolding perfectly all along. You see, life isn't happening to you, it's happening through you. Every experience you've had, good or bad, has shaped the lens through which you now see the world. Even the pain that you thought would break you became the reason you grew gentler, wiser, more awake. Nothing was wasted. Not a single tear, not a single failure. Every piece belongs. But the mind resists this truth. We want control, explanation, certainty. We think, if I can understand why, I'll feel safe again. Yet the Stoic knows, peace doesn't come from understanding everything. It comes from trusting even when you don't. To live wisely is to accept that not all meaning is revealed immediately. Some lessons take years, even decades, to bloom. Imagine you're holding a single puzzle piece. Alone, it looks meaningless, jagged, incomplete. But when you step back and see how it fits, suddenly everything aligns. That's what life is doing with you. Right now, you might be holding a painful piece. You can't see how it fits, but one day you will, and it'll make sense why nothing else could have been different. There's a quiet confidence that comes when you begin to trust the bigger pattern. You stop fighting for control and start focusing on contribution. You stop asking, why did this happen? And start asking, how can I serve the purpose inside it? Whether you believe it or not, every challenge carries a sacred assignment to evolve your character, deepen your perspective, and awaken your compassion. Even the Stoics faced unbearable pain, exile, loss, betrayal. And yet they believed everything had meaning inside the Logos, the divine order of the universe. They didn't need to know how. They simply chose to trust that even chaos serves a purpose. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to know why the plan changed, why someone left, or why the storm came. All you need is this: faith that one day it will make sense, and that today your only job is to live with integrity inside the mystery. So the next time life doesn't go your way, don't spiral into fear. Step back. Zoom out. Ask yourself, if this is part of the pattern, what is it trying to teach me? Because the moment you do, the chaos stops feeling personal. It becomes purposeful, and that's when you move from resistance to alignment, from panic to peace. So take a breath. Look around you. Every piece, every person, every delay, it's all connected. You don't have to force what's meant for you. You just have to trust the pattern that's already unfolding. Whisper it gently, like a vow to the universe. Everything unfolds exactly as it should. 7. The Stoic ritual of trust. Trust is not built in grand moments of revelation. It's built quietly in small choices. One breath, one reaction, one day at a time. You don't wake up suddenly full of faith. You practice it. You learn to trust life the same way you learn to strengthen a muscle. Through repetition, through resistance, through returning to center again and again. The Stoics believed philosophy was not for reading, it was for living. So if you truly want to embody trust, don't just think about it. Practice it deliberately, daily. Let me show you how. For the next 7 days, live like a Stoic who trusts the pattern, not as a belief, but as a discipline. Day 1. Surrender control. Write down 3 things that drain your peace because you keep trying to control them: people, outcomes, or timing. Now cross them out and whisper, "This is not mine to manage." It's not avoidance, it's wisdom. You're freeing your energy for what actually matters. Day 2. Redefine delay. List 3 things in your life that feel stuck. Instead of calling them obstacles, call them teachers. Ask, what are these moments training me in? Maybe patience, maybe humility, maybe strength. Remember, delay doesn't deny, it develops. Day 3. The timeline of becoming. Draw 3 columns: where I am, what I'm learning, who I'm becoming. This is your Stoic timeline. It's not about age or deadlines. It's about direction, because growth isn't about how fast you move. It's about how aligned you stay. Day 4. Reframe one pain. Take one painful memory or disappointment and write 2 versions of it. What happened and what it taught me. You'll see that the same event can be both heartbreak and awakening, depending on how you choose to see it. Day 5. The no complaint day. For 24 hours, refuse to complain about anything. No venting, no blaming, no emotional noise. Each time your mind starts to whine, pause and breathe. That silence, that space, is where mastery begins. Day 6. Spot the hidden pattern. At the end of your day, look for one random thing that happened and ask, what might this be trying to teach me? You'll start seeing that nothing is random. The dots connect only in hindsight, but the pattern is always there. Day 7. The meditation of trust. Find a quiet spot. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply and repeat slowly. I release control. I trust the flow. Everything unfolds exactly as it should. Let the words move from your mind into your body until they feel like truth, not just thought. This is how the Stoic lives. Not chasing outcomes, but mastering reactions. Not fighting the current, but flowing with it. Each day of this ritual strengthens the muscle of trust. You begin to see that the world was never against you. It was always responding to your alignment. And slowly, something changes. You stop needing proof that life is working. You start feeling it. In the calm that replaces panic. In the patience that replaces pressure. In the quiet, knowing that everything, even the uncertain parts, is part of something greater. That is Stoic trust. Not blind optimism, but grounded faith. The kind that says, I don't need to see the whole path to know I'm on it. So for the next 7 days, live with this mantra as your anchor. Everything unfolds exactly as it should. Repeat it each morning, each night, until your soul starts to believe what your mind once doubted. 8. Closing. Trust the timing. You've reached the end of this journey. And maybe, deep down, you know it wasn't by accident. You are meant to hear these words right now, at this precise moment in your life. Because everything you've been through, every pause, every setback, every delay, has led you here, to this truth. Nothing in your life has been wasted. Look back for a second. Every challenge taught you something. Every disappointment refines your character. Every waiting season built the patience you now carry. All along, life wasn't denying you. It was preparing you. The Stoics understood this better than anyone. They never begged for an easier path. They trained for a steadier mind. They knew that control is an illusion, but composure is a choice. And once you learn to trust the timing of your life, you stop chasing what's next and start becoming who you were meant to be. You no longer force the river. You flow with it. You no longer fight uncertainty. You stand inside it with calm, and slowly, peace returns. Not because life gets easier, but because you finally stop resisting what already is. So take a breath. Let the past be your teacher, not your prison. Let the present be your anchor, not your battlefield. And let the future unfold in its own rhythm, without pressure, without panic, without fear. Because the truth is simple, but powerful. You are never behind. You are never forgotten. You are always right on time, for the life that was meant for you. So tonight, whisper this, not as hope, but as a vow. I move with time, not against it. Everything unfolds exactly as it should. If these words found you when you needed them, share them with someone who's still learning to trust their journey. Because peace doesn't come from control. It comes from faith. And faith, my friend, is the quietest form of strength. If these words found you at the right time, maybe it's because you were meant to hear them. Before you go, take a breath and reflect. What part of this message stayed with you? What truth did you need to be reminded of tonight? Share your thoughts below. Your story, your insight, might be the calm someone else is searching for. Thank you for choosing to be here, for slowing down with me, for allowing these moments to touch your mind and your heart. In a world that rushes without thinking, you choose reflection, and that already makes you different. I hope these words brought you a little peace, a little perspective, and maybe the quiet courage to keep trusting your own journey. Because no matter where you are right now, you're not behind, you're becoming. Until we meet again, stay patient, stay grounded, and remember, life isn't working against you, it's guiding you. One moment, one lesson, one breath at a time. Trust the timing, and I'll see you soon.